What's up? I am Paul Revere, aka 777 Tarot Go. We're living in times now, guys, where everything you thought you knew has been flipped on its fucking head, and that goes for the for the food pyramid table. Remember a long time ago how I think it was like meat and cheeses were at the top? Guys, they're telling you to drink fucking oat milk. Really understand how far we have come. I, for instance, still get whole milk because I'm a man. I don't understand 2% milk. I grew up drinking that shit. I never understood why we were drinking it in the house. I thought it was better for me until one day my cousin came over and he's like, yo, bro, this shit tastes like water and milk put together. And it's kind of not until that moment I was like, you know what? You right. This shit tastes nasty. And I remember going to school and they're like, oh, you know, drinking whole milk is like intaking like 6 Snickers. I never knew how true that was. Nor did I ever care to know, because at that point in my life, I was just understanding that, like, you know, going to school, learning all this shit that don't really matter. I'm just being taught lies. I'm just being taught bullshit that, you know, nobody really cares to know. And the older I got, I tend to realize that I really give less and less fucks about what everybody was trying to say, what everybody trying to cast on to me, you know, telling me how I should eat, da-da-da. Like, you know, to get in the best shape of your life, to get in any kind of shape, you just realize that it's all about calories in, calories out. If you feel as though you should eat less that day, then eat less. If you feel as though you should eat more that day, then eat more. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying to eat on an emotional standpoint. I'm just saying that you have to truly realize that if you are going to invest in your health, which is very important, it's important that you realize what you're intaking. I would always tell people, I was not a big person of eggs as I was younger, but as I got older, I kind of realized that, you know, eating eggs, because it is nutrient dense, it is good for you, due to the fact that you will eat it and stay fuller for longer rather than eating a donut. You know, do I enjoy donuts? Yeah, but life is always better when you understand what makes the most sense rather than what you wish made the most sense. So with that being said, it comes down to you. Not all bodies are the same. It's important that you fast. It's important that you realize that, you know, if you are not hungry, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. But it's not okay if you choose to allow yourself to keep eating overconsumption and you're not burning any calories off. That's why for me, the whole idea of eating 3 meals a day just seems so strange. 1, that's gonna be a good amount of money each day I gotta spend on food. 2, if I'm driving around the bulk of my day, why the hell would I want to be ingesting so much food to try to break down as I'm driving around? Only thing that would happen as I do stuff like this is I would be extra sleepy, rather than me understanding that, you know, I'm gonna get all this done in a timely manner due to the fact that I don't have food just sitting in my stomach lethargically, and me not really realizing that, you know, me eating all this bullshit slows me down. Like, for instance, I guess I would say I'm a big snacker in a way when it comes down to chips. Like, I'd much rather eat like a bag of chips than to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and try to keep working. 1, bread breaks down extremely slow. At least for me. I don't know about y'all, but bread's one thing that, like, if I was to eat that, I would probably fall asleep. If I was to eat a sandwich midday, I would definitely fall asleep within an hour or 2. And it's mainly because your body's trying to break all this down as you yourself is trying to function, you know? That's why when someone's like, yo, bro, I got the itis, it's a real thing. It's something that takes over your body, and, like, yo, you have no choice but to close your eyes and go into the dream state. Last night I watched The Mummy, and I could say it's more and more wild that in this day and age, they kind of show you plain as day how they like prey on the children, and it's more like clear due to the fact that I think it's called Doctor Strange. I forgot what it's called. Doctor something. It's pretty much the second part of that movie with Jack Nicholson where he's like, here's Jackie. I don't know what it's called, but whatever. The second part of that movie, and pretty much the whole gist of the movie is that somebody's daughter got taken, and they performed a ritual on the daughter, and she became, like, what's it called, incantation, and she became pretty much the mummy, and she was possessed. And the parents found her and they didn't really know. They didn't really realize what was going on with her, and then they watched the tape and they realized that, you know, their daughter's possessed because a lot of weird shit was going on at the house. as the daughter was there. What was the gist of the story? The gist of the story is that you realize that you need to pay better attention to the youth. You need to protect the youth at all costs, due to the fact that if you don't protect them, all the bullshit they see happening in life will keep happening in life. Does it make any sense? Yes, it makes sense, because you are their stronghold. You are the one that's supposed to tell them right and wrong. You're not supposed to just throw them to the sideline and have them pretty much not know right from wrong, you know? And when I say that, I'm not trying to like point fingers, but you have to realize that a child is a sponge. And in the movie, it was just wild because like they found out that she was getting a whole bunch of candy and like didn't buy her this candy, so all kind of questions started to arise. And then they realized that she'd been talking to somebody, because the brother brought it up, and he was like, oh yeah, you know, she'd been talking to the neighbor. She gets candy from the neighbor. Come to find out, the neighbor gave her an apple. I'm gonna spoil the movie for you guys. Neighbor gave her an apple. The apple had some kind of beetle inside of it, and with that beetle, it went into the girl and she passed out, and then she got taken from the family by the lady. Protect children, guys. Protect children. Realize that, you know, they are you before you lost your innocence. Realize that their childhood should be something cherished. Yeah. We kind of went completely slanted with this message, but I think you guys get it. Eat for the future and learn as much as you can. I love y'all. With your whatever go, with your cast will last. If you want to book a session or book an interview, if you have any questions, please email trinikenoonly@gmail.com. That's trinikenoonly@gmail.com. To send a donation, you can Cash App 777-TAROTGO. Cash App is 777-TAROTGO. Stay strong. I love y'all.